As I'm sure you know by now, James Charles recently adopted a puppy named Finn, but what you might not know is the amount of backlash he's received because of it. What's up everyone, happy Friday, it's Susan Morad here with Clevver News, and it just seems like every day people are finding reasons to come for James Charles. We all know he hasn't exactly had the easiest year. He got caught up in one of the biggest scandals in YouTube history, lost millions of subscribers in a matter of days, and ended up cancelling his tour. But there have also been some really bright moments for James. Since the drama came and went, James has surpassed 16 million subscribers, bleached his hair blonde, leaned into his singing career, and even adopted a puppy. And while that all sounds amazing, it seems for poor James, it's never really without some kind of controversy. I'm sure you saw that late last month, James uploaded this video called Adopting a Puppy, where he and his friends went around to animal shelters and Petsmart adoptions to find the perfect pup for their family.
Okay, you guys, so all of the puppies that we wanted to look at are actually all in the same little kennel, which is so cute.
James explained that they didn't find their perfect match at the shelter or Petsmart.
Okay, guys, so we're currently on the way home from the shelter, and unfortunately, we are coming home empty-handed.
However, as they were leaving Petsmart, James got a call from his friend whose neighbor's dog just had some puppies. How convenient.
Saying that their neighbor's dog gave birth a few weeks ago to a litter of puppies and they are ready to go up for adoption. They are not a breeder family. They just literally want to find good homes for them because they cannot take care of all of them.
Okay, so he said they're not from a breeder family. Remember that. At the time, he posted some pics of him and the puppy and wrote, quote, "Welcome to the family." But some fans took issue with how and where James got his dog. And let me just say first up, we are not coming for James here. There's just been a lot of chatter recently about this online as it has resurfaced. So we're just going to present both sides of the argument here because we understand that animal rescue and welfare is a sensitive topic. Some people online accuse James of pretending to look at shelters as clickbait, but in reality went to a backyard breeder to buy a puppy rather than rescuing one or going to an ethical breeder, which is a heavy accusation. And in case you aren't familiar with the term backyard breeder, it's the term for an amateur animal breeder whose breeding is considered substandard, with little or no effort towards ethical selective breeding of animals, versus an ethical breeder whose concern is for the welfare of the dogs and devotion to the future of the breed exceeds everything else. And obviously we don't know exactly where or who James got the puppy from. We weren't there for that moment via his video because he cut the cameras before getting Finn and then surprised us with the pup when they were back in the car. James claims they cut because the friend's neighbor didn't want them filming in their house, which is totally understandable. But many people on Twitter didn't appreciate the way James went about, quote unquote, adopting a dog. One person tweeted saying, quote, "Anyone else seen James Charles' video about adopting a puppy? Goes to shelters, then ends up going to someone's house to view a litter and got a dog from there. Hashtag clickbait." And another said, "Hi, this puppy wasn't adopted and that's the tea, and it's okay if you don't want to adopt a dog, but it's not okay to not be transparent about it." But many sisters also came to James's defense. One said, quote, "So apparently James Charles got a puppy, and it wasn't to most people's standards. Guess what? It's none of your business. If he raises the dog right, then who cares? That dog possibly could have gone to a shelter nonetheless. Think before you type." And another said, "People hating on James Charles for getting a puppy, I find it disgusting. Accidental dog pregnancy happens. Either someone's dog got loose that hasn't been fixed or is adopted pregnated. Not everyone has the money to get their dogs fixed right away. It happens." So obviously there are a lot of opinions about how James adopted his dog, but that's not the only thing related to his dog that's causing controversy. Once James brings his new dog home, he shows him around the house, runs around the backyard with him, and tries to teach him how to walk up and down the stairs. Though James has had dogs in the past, he didn't seem to know some of the specific puppy safety tips that his subscribers were quick to point out. It appears that fans weren't trying to start drama. They were just genuinely concerned about the young puppy attempting the stairs. One person wrote, "James, since he is a golden retriever, their bones and joints take longer to grow, so you shouldn't get him to climb the stairs or do too much exercise, or he will have hip problems when he's older. I'm not trying to throw shade, I just don't want your puppy to have problems in the future." And another said, "James Charles, puppies are not supposed to take the stairs because it can give them back problems, so just give him time." And while there may have been some issues with how James handled everything, he can't really seem to catch a break here. No matter what he does these days, people seem to have a problem with it. Many of his fans were coming to his defense on Twitter about all of this drama. One person said, Feel really bad for James Charles. He just got a puppy, you can see how happy he is, but people are desperately trying to find reasons in his video for him to have the dog taken away. There are actually people out there who live to destroy others. And another said, quote, "Watching people hate on James Charles, saying he bought that dog all willy-nilly, he said he has been thinking about it for a year now, and I'm pretty sure half the people hating have gotten pets willy-nilly before. People are so negative these days." And regardless of people's opinions as to whether James did the right thing by getting his dog from his friend's neighbor, he does seem to be really happy with the new addition to his family. And it seems like Finn will be receiving plenty of love now, regardless of where he came from. But right now, you guys, I want to know what you think. James's video sparked a really interesting conversation about how he went about getting his puppy. Do you think he was misleading by saying he was adopting Finn and that any of it was just for clickbait? Or do you think everyone should just let it go and let James be happy with his new furry friend? Talk it out right here in the comment section below. And while you're down there leaving comments, you guys, it is time to subscribe to Clevver News if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button right there and also hit the bell to be notified the second we post a new Clevver News update. And you can catch up on all the tea you missed right over here. I'm Susan Morad. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and I'll catch you later. Bye guys.